We live in a beautiful world. Mountains that break the flow of clouds, islands that float in endless waters, forests that go deeper than their roots. Then, there are monuments sculpted or destroyed to perfection, no matter how fragile, still standing tall. There are so many sights to behold around the world. Find out where to see the most spectacular sights before you die. Use our video as a travel bucket list to view these sights. Number 10 is Navajo Beach in Greece. Navajo Beach, also known as Shipwreck Beach, is a small sandy cove on Zakynthos Island that's one of Greece's most famous and photographed beaches. This small, secluded, yet stunningly beautiful sandy cove is located on the northwest coast of Zakynthos Island, near the Anaftafari hamlet, and is nearly opposite the island's capital, Zakynthos. Thousands of tourists visit the area each year because of its towering limestone cliffs, white sand beaches, and beautiful blue ocean. The only way to get to the beach is via boat, but travelers may see it from above if they stand on the cliffs that overlook it. Agios Georgios was the original name for Navajo Beach. Then, in 1981, the Greek police received information that a freight liner was smuggling contraband, including cigarettes, wine, and prostitutes, in the waters around Zakynthos Island, and a chase ensued. The ship ran aground on Navajo Beach due to stormy weather and poor visibility. The ship was abandoned and is still buried in the beach's white sand dunes, earning it the nickname Shipwreck. Number 9 is Cappadocia in Turkey. Cappadocia is currently a popular tourist attraction and one of Turkey's top destinations. A series of volcanic eruptions joined central Anatolia 3 to 4 million years ago, building what we know as the Cappadocia Fairies or Cotton Castles. Volcanic erosion shaped the area's landscape. Cappadocia stretches around 5,000 kilometers and rises to nearly 1,000 meters above sea level, crossing through 3 Anatolian provinces: Nevşehir, Kayseri, and Niğde. The name Cappadocia comes from the Persian phrase Cappadocia, which means country of lovely horses, as the region was noted for its equestrian offerings in ancient times. In Cappadocia, there are several underground cities, some of which are connected by a network of tunnels. There are an estimated 600 churches cut out of the soft Cappadocian rock, with many more still to be unearthed. Gurem is the region's principal tourist destination and one of the few Cappadocian communities that are still inhabited today. Because Christians concealed in the area during the Arabs, the town of Gurem was given the appellation "You Cannot See Here." It was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1985, together with the other Cappadocia rock formations. Number 8 is Whitehaven Beach in Australia. The Whitsunday Islands are a group of 74 continental islands of various sizes located off Queensland's central coast, around 900 kilometers north of Brisbane. The island's northernmost islands are located off the coast of Bowen, while the southernmost islands are located off the shore of Prosperine. The island group is centered on Whitsunday Island, with Hamilton Island serving as its commercial hub. The Nguru and Jia peoples are the traditional proprietors of the land, with the Juru people holding the only official recognized native title in the region. The islands are part of the Whitsunday locale, which is part of the Whitsunday region local government region. Between March 2008 and March 2009, the islands had around 700,000 visitors. The Whitsunday Islands were named from one of Queensland's Q150 icons in 2009 for its position as a natural attraction as part of the state's 150th anniversary celebrations. Number 7 is the Fairy Pools in Scotland. The Fairy Pools are a natural waterfall phenomenon located in Glenbrittle on Skye. The pools are a vibrant aqua blue and a popular destination for swimmers brave enough to brave the frigid waters. The Fairy Pools habitat is home to a variety of animals, including red deer, rabbits, and sheep. A large number of birds live in the area as well. Crows, ravens, and gulls abound in the area, as do smaller birds such as meadow pipits, turnstones, common ringed plovers, grey herons, dunlins, and curlews. The physical landscape is mostly rocky, with some boggy areas thrown in for good measure. Because the pools are fed by mountain streams, the water in the area is typically cold. The fairy pools, which were previously unnamed and virtually unknown as a tourist attraction, have become a popular destination for walkers, with visitor numbers more than doubling between 2015 and 2019. The fairy pools are about a 20-minute walk from the Glen Brittle parking lot. Number 6 is Huacachina, Peru. The Huacachina Oasis, also known as the Oasis of America, is located about 5 hours from Lima, Peru's capital. The oasis is America's only natural oasis in South America. According to Atlas Obscura, Huacachina Oasis is a lush island in a sea of sand. Its watery pea-good ripples in shades of blue and green, completely encompassed by the brutal environment around it. The geological explanation for how the oasis formed in the sea of the desert is as follows. Huacachina Oasis is formed by a deep underground current that bubbles up, allowing palm, eucalyptus, and carob trees to grow around it. There are also legends about how the oasis came to be. They explain that the lagoon was formed by the tears of a young woman who was mourning the loss of her beloved. Then, one day, a warrior happened to pass through the area and noticed the woman. When she realized she was being watched, the young woman threw herself into the water and hid for hours until the warrior left, they explained. When she attempted to leave, she discovered that she had transformed into a mermaid. Huacachina was the name of the girl. A trip to Huacachina would be incomplete without seeing the 2,000-year-old Nazca lines, which are about 2 hours away. Number 5 is Salada in Bolivia. Salada is the world's largest salt flat, measuring 10,582 kilometers squared. Salada is also known as Salar de Tunapa, which translates to salt flat enclosure in Spanish. It's situated in Pozos, southwest of Bolivia, near the Andes crest, at an elevation of 11,995 feet above mean sea level. Salar de Uyuni, with a surface area of 10,582 kilometers, is the world's largest salt flat. The salar was formed as a result of prehistoric lake transformations. A few meters of salt crust surrounds it. The crust acts as a salt source, protects a pool of brine that's exceptionally rich in lithium. It holds 50 to 70% of the world's lithium reserves, which are currently being extracted. While some salt is extracted from Salar de Uyuni, the flat is estimated to contain 10 billion tons of salt. Although there is little wildlife in Salar de Uyuni, there are 80 species of visiting and migrating birds. Because the salt flats are also the largest natural mirror, it's a popular tourist destination for people to visit and take photos. Number 4 is Plitvice Lakes National Park in Croatia. Plitvice Lakes National Park is a national park located in the mountains of Croatia, in Europe, and it was established in 1949. It has a total land area of 296.85 square kilometers. It was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979 and again in 2000. This park is visited by over 1 million people each year, and there are hiking trails and boardwalks for visitors to use. It has 16 lakes and beautiful waterfalls with colors of green, grey, blue and azure caused by the calcium carbonate content of the surrounding limestone. It's home to over 320 different types of butterflies and moths, as well as 150 bird species, including the eagle owl and the white-throat dipper. The park is home to over 1,260 plant species, including more than 70 that are endemic to the area, and has forests of fir, beech and spruce trees. Plitvice Lakes National Park's symbolic logo is the European brown bear, which can be found in the park along with 50 other mammal species such as deer, pine martens, hedgehogs, lynx, otters and wolves. Number 3 is Milford Sound, New Zealand. Milford Sound is a Tasman Sea inlet in New Zealand's southwestern South Island. The sound is that of a fjord, which formed when the sea flooded a glacial valley. It's approximately 3 kilometers wide and extends inland for 19 kilometers. The valley walls plunge steeply beneath the water from the height of Mitri Peak, 5,560 feet, and Pembroke Peak at 6,710 feet. reaching a depth of 1,680 feet near the fjord's head. The Arthur and Cledau rivers enter the sound from the main valley, and the Bowen, Sinbad, Harrison, and Stirling rivers enter from side valleys. The sound was named by a whaler in the 1820s because of its resemblance to Milford Haven in Wales, and it was surveyed in 1851 by Captain John Lort Stokes of the Royal Navy. The Sound is Fiordland National Park's northernmost fjord and the end of the Milford walking track. Milford Sound, one of the region's few permanently inhabited places, is also located there. Number 2 is Machu Picchu in Peru. Machu Picchu means Old Peak or Old Mountain in Quechua. It consists of more than 150 structures ranging from baths and houses to temples and sanctuaries. There are more than 100 separated flights of stairs in the compound. The majority of the individual staircases were carved from a single slab of stone. Although many of the stones used to build the city weighed more than 50 pounds, it's believed that no wheels were used to transport these stones up the mountain. The Incas were world-renowned masons. The structures were so well constructed using an ashlar technique that not even a knife blade could fit between the stones. Until Yale professor Hiram Bingham rediscovered Machu Picchu in 1911, it was only known locally. Machu Picchu was built as an astronomical observatory, and its sacred Inithituana stone accurately indicates the 2 equinoxes. Twice a year, the sun casts no shadow on the stone. Unfortunately, the Spanish conquest destroyed the majority of the Inca cities. Machu Picchu is one of the best preserved Inca cities and an archaeological treasure. Number 1 is the Rainbow Mountains in China. Rainbow Mountains is a geologically significant area with large formations of brightly colored rock. It's in the Chinese province of Gansu, and the closest city is Zhangji. The Zhangji Dangsha Landform National Park, or Zhangji Dangsha Landform, and the Zhangxi Landform are other names for it. The Zhangji Dangsha Landform Geological Park is frequently and mistakenly confused for other Dangsha formations in China that are part of the China Dangsha UNESCO World Heritage Site. The mountains, which range in size from 300 to 500 square kilometers, were designated a geopark in November 2011. The mountain's rocks are mostly sandstone and other layered minerals, and they can reach hundreds of meters in height. Metamorphic processes produce a variety of rock colors in mountains, including red, blue, yellow, and green. Water, wind, and other types of weather erosion weaken the mountain's rocks, forming a plethora of hills and abstract shapes. This location is extremely popular with tourists, and it's been repeatedly named one of China's and the world's most beautiful locations. Except for winter, it's ideal to visit on sunny mornings or at sunset. How would you rate this list of places to visit before you die? Have you created your own bucket list? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed our video, click the like button and share it.